Good morning everyone! So today's video is going to be another come to work with me video. I'm doing makeup for engagement photos today for a returning client. So I thought I would bring you guys along with me to see what the makeup look's going to come out like. I hope that I can get the entire appointment on video, but my camera is not actually a filming camera, so it dies pretty frequently. So if not, I will definitely insert the final makeup look photos at the end of this video. And if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, my Instagram is at jaymakeupp with 2 P's. So I will link that right here or in the description box. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video and I will see you guys when I get there. So to start off, I always like to examine my client. Since I have done her makeup before, I already am familiar with her face, but if you're having a new client, it's always great to really determine what their best features are and what are some things that you want to correct. So after that, and then I like to apply my moisturizer with a stipple brush. I find that it's just more comfortable for the client so your hands aren't all over their face and it really gets the product in there nicely. But for primers, I still love to use my hands, so I'll go ahead and apply whatever kind of primer that client needs. And I always test the foundation at the base of the jawbone. It's really important to make sure that you're applying foundation colors right there so you can see if it's going to blend down into the neck, and then to step far back to really get a good perspective to see what the color looks like from far away. You want to make sure when you're stepping far away from your client, the foundation should disappear. When you stand too close to a client when doing their makeup, everything can just kind of blend in and look completely different than what it's going to look like from far away. So I always recommend take a step back and look to see what the makeup looks like from a far perspective. So here I'm taking the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation in Stromboli, I believe. And then I'm taking one of my favorite brushes from Bridal Tools. It's a flat concealer brush and it really helps me get into all those little spaces like under the eyes and around the nose and a little bit around the mouth. So I don't know why I missed the spot at the top of the forehead, but I go ahead and cream contour her anyway, so just pay no attention to that. I'm not sure why I left it like that. So I'm just applying a little bit of the Lorac eye primer, and then I'm going ahead and setting that with translucent powder. And of course I'm going in with Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee. It's one of my favorite shades. It's just a staple. It looks great on everybody and it really warms up the crease. So now I'm just building up the shades. I'm going from a very light warm brown to a darker brown. And so I like to use various colors to really give that blown out look to the eye. So here I'm changing my brush to a Smith brush, and this is going to really localize the pigment and really start to define her eye shape. So with that darker brown, I'm really creating a crease for her. Her eyes are not symmetrical on both sides, which is super common with every single client. Nobody's features are symmetrical on both sides, but we want to create the illusion that they are. So I go ahead and take that darker brown and really try and even everything out. And then I'm doing the same thing with the shimmery lid shade. So this pigment from Makeup Geek is super beautiful. I'll leave the name in the description box because I can't remember right now. But I'm using this shimmer shade to really exaggerate her eyelid, make it bigger than it actually is. And as you can tell, this is really going to draw light and create the illusion of a bigger lid space. So now that the eyes are almost done, I go ahead and clean everything up with some concealer. And then I go ahead and take some cream contour and I'm going to apply that very lightly around the perimeter of the face. Since it is super warm here, I always like to go in with the cream base and then top it off with the powder. It's just going to give the makeup great longevity, and especially with this heat, it really just seals everything in. So next I'm going in with some concealer, and this is from Makeup Forever. Again, I'll have all the details listed in the description box. And then I'm just taking my beauty sponge to blend all of that out, and then I'm going to switch over to a dense little fluffy brush to really get into all those little areas. Again, under the eyes we usually crease a lot, so I like to go in with a smaller brush to really smooth everything out before you go in with powder. And the powder I'm using today is the Mercier translucent powder. I go ahead and use a brush under the eyes, but again, since we want this look to last, I like to take the powder onto the back of the sponge and really press that into the skin. It's really going to help it last a lot longer. And then I'm quickly just setting that cream bronzer with Nars Laguna. Okay guys, so this is the part you really want to pay attention to for all my makeup artists who either dislike doing eyeliner or still need some work at it. This is a great alternative to do on your clients. For this, you really want to find a creamy pencil. I'm using this one from LA Girl, and at first it can be a little stiff, so you're going to see me rubbing the pencil on the back of my hand to warm it up, and you're just going to create a line across the eyelid. And this line does not have to be perfect at all. We're going to go in with a pencil brush and buff everything out. So I'm dragging that black creamy pencil from the base and pushing it up. Again, you don't want to go too high because you want this to look really faded. And then I'm going to take a black eyeshadow and set it in. This is going to make it foolproof. It's going to last all day, and it's going to make sure that it's not smudging. And then I'm taking her eyelashes. These are from Flutter, and just applying those with some tweezers. And then I'm going in with lip liner. I really wanted to do a nude lip for this look. She showed me what she was going to be wearing for her pictures, so I wanted to do a very neutral but still a little bit pinky makeup look. And then I'm taking a ColourPop liquid lipstick and applying that on the lips. It looks a little bit light right now, but then I go back in with that Gerard Cosmetics lip liner, and I really fade the lip liner into that ColourPop lipstick. So at this point of the appointment, I'm really just going back and looking at what she needs. Does she need more blush? Does she need more eyeliner? So here I'm darkening up the eyeliner once the glue has dried, and then I felt like she needed some more blush, so I add a little bit more. And then I asked her to bring out her own mascara. I find that using their own mascara really gives the best results because the mascara is really saturated on the wand compared to using a disposable. So I'm using her own mascara and applying that to mesh the false eyelashes with her real lashes. And then I'm grabbing this little tool that I got from Namie's. I will leave it in the description box. And it's similar to a tweezer, but it has like this unique shape to really squeeze the lashes together. And then again, just touching up a little bit more with some black kohl liner in the waterline. So then I'm taking some nude lip gloss from Dose of Colors and then slightly adding a little bit more definition under the eye to complete the makeup look. So I finish her off with some setting spray and she is done. So this is the before and the after. As you can see, she looks healthy and radiant and beautiful, and she's gonna make such a beautiful bride. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.